y'all. Hey, come on in here. I shouldn't really be doing this live because I'm trying to rest my voice. But I got something on my heart I need to talk to y'all about. Okay, come on in here. Come on. Hey, 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 y'all. Hey. Hey, I missed y'all too. I missed y'all too. I know I missed y'all too. Damn, y'all in here heavy already. Dang, dang. Damn, y'all. Somebody said I'm headed home. Y'all just not leaving Miami? Oh, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. I came home on Monday. That is not my fault. Okay? That's not my fault. So I gave y'all 2 days for wino weekend. Okay? What you did the rest of them days? Where you put your pussy the rest of them days, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me, but shout out to the motherfucking winos. Shout out to the winos. Y'all showed out. Y'all showed out. Let me stop yelling before I lose my voice again, because I got to get ready for Fuckery Friday with y'all. So I'm literally resting my voice. All right? And if y'all want content, don't forget we dropping interviews over here. I know y'all want me, but, you know, the interviews are nice fillers until I get back. Okay? I'll tell y'all where I'm going at the end of the show, but I need to talk to y'all about something. I'm going to have to change the energy a little bit, but then it's going to lift back up. All right? I'm going to have to change the energy a little bit, then it's going to lift back up. So just bear with me. This is a very, very, very sensitive topic we got to discuss, okay? So I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. It's in my gut. So the past weekend, y'all, I don't really get, like, when I tell you my bottom lip is like, y'all really came out and showed out. Like, y'all really, it's not like, you know how you go to a comedy show and then people don't know each other, then they leave, you know? Like, y'all came in there, some of y'all came by yourself and then left with winos as friends. Like, it's a movement. And, you know, I get a lot of emails. Just bear with me for a second, okay? I gotta say this. Okay? This is more than just viewer discretion is advised right now, okay? You finna get Latasha, Transrena, Howard, Kibi. Okay? Just bear with me for a second. Now, I've always got messages, you know, of people, you know, just thanking me. And I'll be like, why they thanking me? You know, they in dark places. They were suicidal. I even had a lady backstage with me for almost about 30 minutes. And she sat with me and she said, you know, I took a bunch of pills and you saved my life. It was your videos of how I got through it. And I didn't know how to hold myself together. Here I'm trying to be strong for her. And she being strong for me. Not knowing that I needed, like, well, she was ministering to me. But she's saying that through my work, I minister to her. And a lot of y'all probably don't know this. Thank you so much. Just let me say what I gotta say now. It's heavy, but I gotta say it. A lot of y'all don't know that I was in a very dark space when I started my channel. In 2016, I hit the deepest depression of my life. I had failed. My radio show didn't do well. I was working with Jasmine. You know, that's how I met Jasmine, was at a radio station. I had mentored with Clark Howard. I had tried to get jobs in Atlanta, and nobody wanted to give me a job, so I had to kind of take it on my own. I didn't know at the time that you know, I was being led to do it on my own, do it my way, because what I'm doing has truly never been done before. I don't even understand it. I don't understand it, and I don't grasp it and then, you know, what I saw this weekend was Y'all, what I saw this weekend was incredible. I can't even put it into words. I can't. And here's what I'm telling you is that y'all took me out of a dark place, right? You know, I was laying on the couch one day and I remember telling Jason, and I'm gonna start crying. I was telling Jason, my best friend, I was like, Jason, you know, I just want to do this. When I pick up a microphone, I just want to make people happy. I lived as a child and I watched so much pain. I didn't understand how people just couldn't love life or love themselves, right? I didn't get that. You know, I was always this hopeless romantic for love and stuff. And you know, when you molested, when you 6 and you watch, you know, your family go through things and poverty, you never saw what Black success looks like. You know, that's all you see. You know, that's all you see, so that's all you know, you know? And my mama did the best she fucking could, and shout out to my mama. You know, I posted about her today. If y'all know my story, y'all know that, you know, my mom and I have been through a lot. She had me at 17, and I gave her, like, I remember the judge telling her one time that when I'm nervous, I do this right here. I remember the judge telling her, if you don't get her together, I'm going to put you in jail. Right? And my ego a lot was, it's been a struggle, you know, to fight against my ego. And you guys have seen me fail a lot out here. A lot. And there are people in my corner that say, don't give up. And it's y'all. It's y'all. Fucking y'all, right? And there was a lady, like I said, there was a lady crying backstage. And she said, you know, I took a bunch of pills. And, you know, if it wasn't for your videos, I would have died, Tasha. And she just shaking. She said, your videos give me laughter. And that's truly why I started my channel. Was to laugh, was to put laughter out there, was to put the humanness of it, to highlight the fuckery, and to have you to be able to laugh at your fuckery. But if I'm participating in the fuckery, right, how can I show you what fuckery looks like? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I didn't get in this to argue with celebrities. I didn't get in this to fight with celebrities or put down celebrities. I got through this because a lot of times we idolize celebrities and we don't understand that they're really human. And contrary to popular belief, almost all these celebrities that I've had public beefs with or they have a problem with my content, they can hit me. They hit me. We talk. And a lot of times in the heat of the moment, nobody wants their name in a title. And it's kind of like a reflection, like a mirror, and I'm putting a mirror on their life. But I'm doing it because so many people follow these celebrities, and they do, especially our children. And they mimic this life. They want to be this life, but they don't understand that this is not life. This is not life. When I was 10 years old, my mom was with a guy that used to touch on us. She didn't know that. She didn't fucking know it. And I remember one night my mom, and you could tell like she didn't know that because my mama don't play that shit. She don't play that shit. So listen to me when I tell you this right now. She don't play that shit. My mama had me very young. She had 3 kids by the time she was 21 years old. You know? And she had met this guy, and he had a lot of money, and he used to take care of her. And when she was at work, he would, you know, grab our asses, try to touch on us, try to fuck on us, try to fuck our friends and stuff like that. And I remember one night, I was always a nosy kid, and I got up, and something told me to get up that night. And he was laying in the bed naked. I went in his room, something told me to go check on my mama. And I just woke up 2 o'clock in the morning. And I used to randomly do this, just wake up. But this night, it was different, you know. And I was like I said, I was very, very young. Couldn't be no older than like 10, maybe 11. And he was laying on the bed, butt naked. His dick was out and everything. And I was like, hey, hey, Rob, where's my mom? He was, I don't know. So I walk around the house, and I found my mama in the den. And she was laid out on the table. And her head was down. And then she picked her head back up. And I said, Mom. And she head hit the table. She had Seagram's gin. She had soda, and she had took a bunch of pills. And my sisters was in the room asleep. And I'm shaking my mama. This is just fucking traumatizing. You don't understand this shit. Like, and I remember shaking my mama. And I was like, Mama, get up, get the fuck up, right? She wouldn't get up. So, you know, her boyfriend's son was living with us at the time. Faggot ass nigga, right? Oh my God. And he pulled up with a girl that he had met at the club. And I said, hey, he was drunk. He was driving. I said, hey, he ran in the house because he came in through the den where she was laying down. I said, please take my mama to the hospital. And he was like, I'm not taking your mama to the hospital. She'll be fine. Let her sleep it off. And I said, no. You got to take my mama to the hospital. I said, if you don't take my mama to the hospital, I'm going to take the keys myself and I'm going to drive my mama to the hospital. And he said, fuck it. And he took my mama to the hospital and he left her there. That was the scariest time of my life because, like, I didn't hear from my mama for a week. I didn't know if she was still alive. I didn't know anything. And we was in the house with these men. But, you know, my mom went through a lot. And, you know, seeing that, it's a spirit. It's a fucking spirit when you want to kill yourself, right? Because that spirit is so strong is the reason why I didn't think I would live to be 25. But I always found laughter and love to be my light. But because of what I was surrounded by, so much poverty, so much, and this is a video of love. I don't want y'all getting sad because this, y'all gotta understand, like, I done came through it. So if it wasn't for my mama coming through it and fighting and my whole family showed up and showed out for me. They was in the corner, my dads. I told y'all I got like 4 daddies. You know, y'all didn't believe it till you saw it. Everything that I talk about on this platform is real. It's exaggerated, but it's real. It's real. And I ain't hear from my mama for 4 or 5 days. And she was very nonchalant when she had spoke to me. I'm going back to the story at hand. It's just hard for me to revisit this, right? And we ended up eventually going to stay with my auntie, rest her soul, who's transitioned now, but she picked up where my mom left off. And my mom ended up joining the military to get out so that she could provide a better life for us. And we stayed with my auntie, and my auntie taught us how to, you know, just be women until she got back. And my mama back now. My mama fucking back. I don't talk about this shit. So when I posted that and I said, God truly brought my mama and me back together because she didn't understand the things that she did. Traumatized me, but I always loved her. But that spirit be so heavy and I suffered from anxiety and depression and suicidal thoughts. And when I see the winos write me, when I see y'all writing me and telling me that you came through suicide, that's truly why I started this platform. This fucking world will eat you up and spit you out. Now, I know it's real to the point where it's like, Tasha, you do a lot of shit. But it's truly my gift to just rip it apart and build it back up. I swear to God. A lot of y'all may not understand that and you don't get it, but I get me. I get why I'm supposed to be here. I get it. Can't nobody tell me no different. Now, I'm saying this to say this. And I'm sharing something with y'all. And I did this for me. I did this for y'all. I did it for my fucking husband. Because he saw something happening to my gift. He's like, Tasha, you can't be given a gift like this and you inadvertently misusing it. You know, a lot of people put their lives in your hands, whether they're watching you or whether they're working with you or working for you. And you got to stand in it. You got to stand in this shit, Tasha. And I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to stand in it. So I'm about to share something with y'all that really fucking just broke me down. And I don't know what is going to come from this. And I don't give a fuck how many videos people make. But this is me. This is not Tasha K. This is Latasha, Trans Rena Howard, Kibi right now that's talking. And I need y'all to be nice. I need y'all to be love. I need the same love y'all showed me. I need y'all to show that love right now, okay? Cardi birthday just passed. Okay? I remember when I turned 40, the night before I turned 40, that spirit engulfed me because it was right after the verdict. And I thought I had let y'all down. I thought I had let my family down. I thought I had let just everything down. And I came this far to lose. And it was a spirit because, you know, when that spirit was planted, by that spirit that my mama got from her mama was planted in me. I thought I had got rid of that spirit, but that spirit, it lingers. It lingers. It's like, you know, you learn how to manage it, just like you learn how to manage anxiety. You learn how to manage depression. That's why I advocate for therapy and everything. And laughter is one of the biggest therapies that you can get. And I've been watching behind the scenes with both my ego and with both my heart. A lot of things being said on social media, whether it's by her or to her. And I've been a part of that. And when you got a woman that has everything, and I'm not saying this, listen to what I'm saying right now. She has the fame. She has the money. She got a husband. He ain't perfect. That's fine. She got 2 beautiful children. She got a family. She got a lot of resources at her dispense that she could utilize. But you have to understand, you know, sometimes the cloud is so dark, you don't even know where to go, right? And when I saw her post in the wee hours of the night that she, you know, wanted to put a bullet in her head and she was telling her fans, go kill yourselves. You have to understand, that's a spirit. That's not the person. That's the spirit. That's not the person. When people don't want to live, they don't want nothing else around them to live. That is the spirit of destruction. That is the spirit of self-sabotage. And I could not have a platform and be gifted the platform that I have if I allow my ego and this determination to win, even though I've already won. I've passed the test that I needed to pass, which was, I didn't get in this to argue with celebrities. I got in this to tell the truth about life and to let you know that life really ain't that hard. As long as you got that knowledge, as long as you got wisdom, as long as you know that there are always resources and there are solutions. I tell my people around me all the time, don't tell me the problem, bring me the solution. Don't call me with a problem, call me with a solution. But when you got a woman like her who has 2 children and the world is tearing her down, and I aided in that, my ego did, right? It aided in a lot because my ego was on the defensive mode, like because I got insecurities and I feel like I'm being attacked. And so then when you got 2 egos that are both coming from damaged backgrounds, because you know what Cardi been through to get to where she was, we defend that. We thinking that's what we gotta defend to stay sane. So I'm gonna come at you before you come at me. And so when these fans are coming at her and putting her down, is there a part of my ego that says, you know what, I'm glad you feeling the way that I felt, knowing I didn't truly do anything to you, but I did say things that hurt you. And it doesn't matter how big of a person How big of a person is, or how much money they got, at the end of the day, you strip all that shit, they are still human at the core. We all have insecurities, we all have fears, we all have anxieties, we all have egos, we all have the same fucking problems. Right? But I hit her today. I didn't hit her because she getting paid. She's getting paid. Now I see the misreports about the bankruptcy and stuff like that, and that's fine because I'm not here to defend that. I know the type of lawsuit that it was. I found out after the fact, after my lawyers, pretty much I ignored what it was and just focused on building my platform, that it was a tort lawsuit. And, a lot of tort lawsuits go into Chapter 11, which is the reorganization. And basically, it's going to allow me to work and pay off all of my debts, including her debt. So when people say, oh, I'm not going to be able to escape the debt, that's not why I filed bankruptcy. I filed bankruptcy to protect my business so that I could pay my creditors and pay my people that work for me and continue to build my business at the same time. And the courts will watch me while I'm doing that to ensure that I'm working and doing what I'm supposed to do. So Chapter 11 is put in place to save businesses, which is, if I would have allowed the garnishing and the seizing and stuff, I wouldn't have a business. And the people that work for me wouldn't have money to pay their bills and stuff like that. And it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. And I have to put my ego aside for this. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this has nothing to do with, oh, Tasha's trying to get out of it. I'm in it. And she's getting paid. She's getting paid. I'm going to pay for my mistake. No matter, the bankruptcy was not put in place for me to run from this. It was put in place for me to manage this and get my shit together. So when I do get to new heights, I will be able to conduct a business as a Black woman, as the first generation millionaire, multimillionaire in my family. The first. I don't want to make the same mistakes other people have made. And when I'm trying to pour life into people, my life on display is how we learn. And everything that I learn, I will teach you. And if you look up what a Chapter 11 reorganization bankruptcy protection plan is, you will see that her debt was never going to be discharged, because it can't. It's something that I can't escape, and I have to eat, and I'm eating it. And when I hit her today, this is what I said to her. And I would say this to the winos: please put your shit to the side, because you don't understand. We got more mass shootings by kids. Kids are being influenced by these caricatures online. And I know that Cardi understands that a lot of the brand was a caricature, but who she is not that. That's not the woman that parents her children. That caricature of a brand that she has is not the woman that parents those kids. You can tell a lot about a person by how they parent their kids. I asked her, and I sent her those messages. It was 3, because I said I started this platform to keep people out of depression, and I misused it a lot. And I had to go through what I went through by being stripped down and humbled and fucking corrected before the world, right? I said, but and let me read to you verbatim what I said. Hold on. And just to let you know, she has the messages. She's seen the messages. But I need you guys to understand that we don't encourage people to do that and to kill themselves, because you have to understand it's kind of like no difference than ISIS telling people that it's like cult behavior. What you say, and people that follow you will do that. And I told her, listen to me. I don't give a fuck what you got, what you going through, right? I said this to her. I said, just in case you want to see, this is it. I said, she wrote, I wish I was dead. I just want to put a bullet in my head. Should I kill myself? This is a few days after her birthday. I remember what it was like to have that feeling come over me for my 40th birthday, realizing that everything that I worked for was probably a failure, and that's not why I started this platform. That's not me. My ego will get in the way and be like, that's just all of us being the pettiness, but no. I said, hey, Cardi, if you put a bullet in your head, who is gonna teach me to be a better person? I said, please stop posting stuff like this. I'm gonna pay you. I said, FYI, I just can't afford the $4 million. I know the brand looks like I have $4 million. We do a very good job at that. But we're preparing for when we get the millions. And I'm glad that, a bankruptcy court is scrutinizing every single thing. Because I'm like, you know what? People don't need a finance lawyer. They need a bankruptcy lawyer, because a bankruptcy lawyer takes something that's destroyed and they rebuild it. It's like taking a house and teaching you how to build a house from the ground up. That's what this bankruptcy has done for me, was literally saved me from what athletes go through, what people in the entertainment industry go through, especially when we're talented. And all I truly want to do is be talented. But God blessed me with a husband that went to school for business, that understands the production value side of it. And he's worked very hard with these white men who have been doing this 30, 40 years since this bankruptcy to understand how our business is supposed to be ran, how it's supposed to be structured, and how are we supposed to sustain our business in the event we get sued or we lose. Because there's two parts of it. You got to pay to litigate. And if you lose, you got to pay that too. And then right now we got a team of less than 10, but what if I got 100 employees that are dependent on me and we make a mistake? We still got to be able to run our business as Black people and creating Black generational wealth. When I tell you that I am so glad that this happened, I said, if you put a bullet in your head, Cardi, who the fuck is going to teach me to be a better person? I said, please stop posting stuff like this. I said, I'm gonna pay you. I just can't afford the $4 million. I don't have it. I know I look like I got it, but I don't have it. And your lawyers can dig and dig and dig and dig until they dig through the earth's crust. Please, we welcome that. But please know that is not on me. That's not on my expense. I don't pay for that. You do. And I don't know if they told you that. Okay? And I also said, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this that you posting, saying that you want to put a bullet in your head and you wish you was dead and should you kill yourself. I said, but believe it or not, Bel Khalees, and I really had to put my ego aside to say this, because when people don't like you, they don't watch you. They don't watch you. I have to watch people. I have to watch people to teach us about people. I said, believe it or not, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this, and believe it or not, I said, Cardi, I love you. That was the hardest thing for me to say to her. But it's true. I said, for leveling me up mentally and teaching me how to not misuse the gift that God gave me that people thank me for. And I said, now see you in court. We're going to court. We're going to finish this. We're going to finish it all. We're going to scrutinize it all. We're going to go through every single fucking dime transaction. We're going to make sure you go get what's yours. Right? And You know, I remember when Nicki was suicidal, well, to her career, not personally. And she did not want to kill herself, but she did want to retire. And I remember texting her and saying to her when she was going through her stuff back and forth, I said, well, who are we going to get excited about? Nobody excites us the way you excite us when you drop a verse. Like, it's something about her brand. That when a Nicki would drop a fucking song, it would be like, bitch, I'm going to see the verse. This is an experience. That's why her barbs are so, and her barbs remind me of the Winos, and so does Barty Gang. And Barty Gang, you really show a lot of people from your hood, from your community, that you ain't got to be pretty to make it. Now, I'm saying this because you made it with fucked up teeth. Fucked up everything. You fucking made it. And you showed a lot of people from your community that you can make it. The same way I show a lot of community from my community that I can fucking make it. I got people in my hometown that have never taken a fucking flight. Okay? And so I texted Nicki. I said, Nicki, who we gonna get excited about to drop a verse? You the queen of this. Don't do that. Do not commit career suicide. Cause and when you commit career suicide, that leads to I don't want to live no more. Because when you truly can't do what makes you happy, you don't want to live. And that's where that spirit is coming from. That's where the spirit of suicide comes from. That's why I brought Happy Hour back with the advice of my mentor or mentors, right? Because people feel like they run out of solutions. They run out of answers and they just want to end it all. Why am I here? So I don't care what anybody says because there's some people that love to keep up the chaos and that's fine. And I aided in that. This video doesn't stop because we're going to litigate this and we're going to go through this. But I'm just not going to participate in any of the bullshit anymore, because when somebody says a few days after their birthday that they want to put a bullet in their head and then they want their viewers to do it too, that's a spirit. That's how you got cults and Jim Jones and people running into schools. Like, you don't understand how powerful your platform is. And there's a lot of people that make a lot of fucking money off of the downfall of our shit. And Minister Louis Farrakhan saw what the industry would do to people like us and make us fight and make us argue. And he would facilitate meetings behind the scenes. And so when I got, my husband and my lawyers for the first time ever saying, Tasha, you don't understand who you are. The one thing that you running from is what you're supposed to do. And please, just think about it and do what's right. Because you know how it feels to not want to live. People just don't type that shit, y'all. People do not type that they don't want to live. That is, you could say it's a cry out for help. It's real. And I know it because a lot of my winos, thank me, I saw what it was like to see somebody try to commit suicide in front of me, which was the closest person to me, which was my fucking mama. My fucking mama. And I was mad at her for years about that because I was like, I can't be around you because it's just too heavy. The reason we didn't talk wasn't because of her. It was because of me. I could not be around that type of spirit. But what I saw this weekend with my mama, that spirit is gone. It don't live in her no more. She want to live. She want to see it. She want to see her grandkids. My mama scared to fly. She got on a plane. She got on 2 planes. And picking my mama up and having a big A man that she didn't even know that was touching on us, and because we just wanted my mom to be happy. And she was under the influence at the time. She was, them pills. A lot of our parents got hooked on them pills, them Somas, them fucking Valiums, them Ativans, all that shit. And she was on it real bad. And I've never even heard her admit to it until this past weekend. She said, Tasha, I was on pills so bad. I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know what day it was. And I just remember I couldn't be around my mama because I used to say, I'm not going to watch her die again. I said that shit. I said I would not talk to my mama because I'm not going to watch her die again. Not die again, but like just die. I'm not going to have that fucking sight in my head because I wanted to die. I wanted to die because that's what I saw. And when you teach people that, when people look up to you and they follow you, it's irresponsible. It's irresponsible. And whether you think you got resources or not, your sister, I know you love your sister, Cardi. Your sister's not going to help. That's not being overwhelmed. I went through 10 years of therapy. 10 years of therapy to get to where I am. It doesn't show that you're weak. Santu, give me a second. Give me a second. It doesn't show that you're weak. And that's another thing. Even my daughter asked me to do this. My daughter asked me 3 days ago, she said, Mom, when are you going to end this beef with Cardi? When? And I'm like, how am I teaching her? And my daughter beautiful. My daughter beautiful. So how am I teaching her to be the best woman she can be if I can't truly teach her what being a woman is and understanding that, women got to look out for other women, no matter their background, no matter their culture, no matter where they come from. Like, we are here to pick each other up and lift each other up. And what I saw in that room when we packed that motherfucker out was that it was women. It was women. It was women, and we was all there showing love. And I saw some husbands there, and, a lot of husbands is afraid to admit that they winos. My husband's a wino, It don't make you less manly, so. But I didn't do this video to trigger nobody. Get out of nothing. Ain't nobody trying to run from nothing because I already know how they're going to try to spin it. They ain't got nothing to do with that. The $4 million is the $4 million. It's there. It's gone. I don't even want to talk about it. I was going to do a documentary. I'm not doing no documentary. What for? What for? The deed is done. The punishment is set in stone. The only way to go is up. And if I go up, her money goes up. That's what I want. I want all of this behind me. I truly want to see Nicki and Cardi. And I've said this to Nicki. I said this to her, and she didn't like it. She'll go through bouts where she'll talk to me and she won't talk to me. I don't care because I'm not starstruck like that. I'm going to tell you the truth. I said, you and Cardi are the same. And she was like, what? I said, you are the same. But the difference is I'm giving you grace and I hold her accountable, but you're older. And the reason why I didn't sign the NDA that she wanted me to sign was because I said, if I sign an NDA for you, and this is before we went trial, me and Cardi, I said, if I sign this lifelong tight till death do us part, even after life NDA, I might as well not go to court with Cardi. So it's like y'all, they are truly the same, and they have good traits that make people excited, right? They get their brands excited, but one who's experienced is not sharing her wisdom with someone who's young and up and coming. And I know that's hard for her because of how the industry tore her down. But Nicki truly has the tools and the resources to help pull this young lady up. And even if she helped to pull her up, it's not gonna pull Nicki the fuck down. No, nobody has a catalog like Nicki. I'm talking about character. That's why when you, and for a lot of people that don't understand, because a lot of people don't really, they use surface level, and that's okay. That's why there are people like me in these positions to help you to understand that it's deeper than just surface level. Energy meets energy. Energy is attracted to energy. That's why negative and a positive can never exist together. It's like holding a battery, right? And you got the red and you got the black. You put it together, right? But then when energies connect, you can have a positive and a positive that can connect, and you can have a negative and a negative that can connect, right? The reason why these two, and the reason why we are at odds, right, is because our energies are the same. They connect. That's why we're tied like that. That's why the energy is so fucking like, it shuts down the internet with bullshit. But if we weren't supposed to be connected, we wouldn't be able to exist together. We wouldn't even be able to talk, tweet, to get it, receive it. When something is not for you, you don't receive it. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying right now. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying. The energies have to match in order for it to flow and give life and continue to grow. Those two women are the same. Not in a negative way. In a positive way because of what they do for the culture. But one is down. And the other can pull that one up